Hi everyone, welcome to a poker vlog with a bit of a difference. Poker with kids.
Fuck it, let's go. Don't tease me. Let's play some fucking cards.
Hi YouTube, welcome back to the vlog. This is vlog number 26. This time we're looking at two tournaments from the WPT League. The first one being the monthly short deck event that they host at the Paradise Point Bowls Club. And the second event, again, another monthly event that they run, Omaha at Hotel CBD in Varsity Lakes. And the short deck tournament, really only two things to note. The first one is I got the 4 aces jackpot, as you do. They have a jackpot, an extra $2 when you enter the tournament. And there are 3 jackpot hands that can potentially go off. 4 aces gets you an instant $50, a straight flush instant $100, and a raw flush an instant $250. So much easier to get. 4 of a kind in a short deck, still obviously not easy to get. But pretty simple hand. I almost all the table limped. I was in the small blind with ace nine of clubs. Limped along. Flop was ace high, but again, out of position. 9's not a great kicker, so I check, action checks through. Turns another ace. I check again. Again, checks through. If there was any doubt that I had the best hand, river's an ace. I bet 5k, get called by I think guy in the cutoff or hijack, and roll over the quad aces, and I'm a winner. As for the tournament itself, not the greatest. Actually ended up finally busted with a hand that was not pocket aces, although having said that, I ran into pocket aces to bust, so my luck with pocket aces in short deck tournaments isn't fantastic. Busting 2 previous tournaments, and this time actually ran into pocket aces to bust. Had jack 10 offsuit in the big blind when I was getting short. Had a raise from late position, a call from the small blind. I figured I might as well jam in and hope for the best. Jack 10's a reasonable holding in short deck, but go with the ace of snap calls, and I don't improve. So nothing much in terms of final table there, but again, winning the quad aces jackpot means I actually walked away a slight winner for the evening. Second event I played in was the Omaha event from Hotel CBD at Varsity Lakes. This one was actually a pretty small event. I only had 14 entries, so a bit of an overlay on the prize pool, which are good as far as players are concerned. And being a smallish event, I managed to hang about and actually make the final table. They were running the tournament as 6-handed, had 7 on the final table, and I was actually at the very end of the table. So I know I had issues in the past when I had the camera out, people looking at the camera to see my hole cards and things like that. So at the end of the table, I thought, final table, might as well get the old phone out and record some footage of the hole cards. So we get a bit of a whole card version of the final table of the Omaha. Just bear in mind, given that it's a no-limit Omaha, just because it's self-dealt and people don't want to make it too complicated figuring out what's a pot size raise and things like that. So it's actually no-limit Omaha, but plays pretty similarly, except for sometimes you get big pre-flop races, but not so much at the final table. Most of the players there were sticking to a relatively, pot size or a bit less for their standard raise if they're opening at the final table. Anyway, let's get to the hole cards with a bit of commentary to go with it. Here we go, early hand, pocket 9s with Jack King with Jack 9 of diamonds. We take a flop after a raise from late position, end up with a pretty nice flop and get it in. Ace 9 5 with 2 diamonds. We're up against top and bottom pair without a flush draw, so pretty good shape. You have a set, and we've got the flush draw to go with it, and the set ends up holding. So we score a nice double up to start the final table. So always nice to get some chips early on, and there's our big doubled stack. A little bit later, pocket kings with queen and 5. Small blind here, so I tended to play it a bit passively. Ace and a flop, so no need to get anything fancy. I think we'll just let it go and save the trouble. Usual sort of cheese that you get in Omaha from time to time. There's some potential in some of these hands. Like here, you sort of go, oh, look, there's king 3 suited and pocket 8s, but really, unless you got 4 cards that work together well, not really worth playing. This one, Jack 10, 9, 6 with a suit, worth a limp, but again, if it doesn't go anywhere on the flop, I tend to be someone that plays a bit more post-flop with Omaha. That's where your hand really gets defined on the flop. So again, here, another hand like this, pocket kings, but none a lot to go with it. So it's worth seeing a flop, but again, no need to get out of line. This next hand, a little bit different. We've got pocket queens with king 9 of spades. Obviously, having 3 spades in the hand takes a little bit away from the flush draw, but the 3 different cards all work together well. So, again, see a flop. I think in this one I actually flopped the... don't remember whether it was a flush draw or flopped a set of queens, but it was definitely something worth going with. Put in a big raise and took it down without a showdown, which in a tournament like this is always good to just win pots without having to go to a showdown. And always nice to pick up a lot of chips. Again, ace king 2 4, 1 suit only king high. Not really much to go with. Again, I'm happy to check a big blind and pretty much check it down and win something for free. More cheese to throw away, even in small blind, not worth flatting from the small blind. Again, king 9 suited, but nothing much to go with it. Pair of 3s, ace jack with ace 3 of hearts. A little bit of potential, but I think there was a raise in front of me, so nothing worth playing there. Same thing there, a whole bunch of 1-gappers. Ace king with ace 9 of diamonds. Again, a little bit of potential. We've got a dangler in the 4, so not worth getting out of line when there's a race in front of you. The wonderful Badoogie hand, no suits at all, so not going anywhere with that one. King 10, 7, 9 double suited. This one, again, a lot more connected. 2 suits to play for. Ended up getting it in against the short stack. So didn't have to put myself at risk, but not a bad hand to play, but unfortunately the chips didn't go my way on that one. Pocket 6s, but not much to go with it. Again, not the greatest hand when facing a raise. Again, more nothingness. Here we got 7, 8, 9. We've got some hearts. Worth putting in a raise when it's folded to me on the button. So again, happy to take it down pre-flop. Not really a great hand, but it's the kind of thing where you do have to steal some pots with maybe not the greatest holdings. 3, 5, 6, 7, very connected, but they're low connectors. 3 spades, facing a raise, not really what I'm looking for. So again here, pocket 2s. This was the the magic hand that seemed to be going around. There was one hand when the players all in, and it was the dangler 2 that gave them the pot. Again here, 3 hearts, 4 5s vaguely connected, but not worth getting involved. Pair of 7s with 2, 3 of diamonds. Once again, not worth too much there, so we'll just let that one go. This one, on the other hand, a little bit different. We've got some connected cards, but again, facing a raise, not nut connectors for flushes and that kind of thing. So when facing a raise, not so easy to play. This time it's one where we're happy to check it down, but as soon as we see some aggression, just let it go. 3, 4, 5, 6 with a suit. Again, if it was a cash game, it might be a little bit different, but tournaments are all about survival. So these type of hands that you might speculate with in a cash game, not really the kind of thing you're looking for in a tournament. You're looking more for big cards and big pairs, big connected cards, so you can do something with it. This was an all-in from one of the players, and even though I was in the big blind, not much to go on. This is where I actually got the heads up. Again, I'm very short. From memory, I only had just over one big blind, so it was pretty much all in any 4 cards. Got it in the old pair of 7s with a queen and 10 and a couple of diamonds. Ended up picked up the queen, which I think improved from the 7s, but I think the pair of 7s were actually enough to win. So we doubled up there. Next hand, much the same. I think 2.5 big blinds, so not a lot to go with. Figure I might as well get it in. Take some chances while we can. So this is another one where it was a king high flop, and got it in with a pair of kings, which was able to hold, even though the hand isn't that great. King 9, 7, 5 with the king high clubs, but yeah, kings holds up. So we double up again, and then we get to this hand. We have a pair of jacks with 7, 4. So we've got spades as well. Check the flop. He bets the turn. I shove the turn when I make a flush. However, I get the bad news. He's actually flopped a full house. So I'm actually getting in, drawing dead. That's going to wrap up vlog number 26. Bit of short deck, bit of Omaha for the people. So not just nothing but Holdem on the vlogs. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get another one out soon. Good luck to everybody that's over in the States in the World Series. Keep an eye out for a lot of those World Series vlogs, various people that are doing it. Daniel Negreanu, Mike Manasau, Johnny Fives, a whole bunch of people that do vlogs that are over there playing the series. I would have loved to be over there myself. Hopefully next year, see how we go. We might end up doing a bit of a reminiscing on the 2010 trip that I did a few years back. So see how we go with some more content coming your way soon. Thumbs up, subscribe if you like the content, and hope to see you next time. Thanks.